Hello, my name is Mackenzie Kelly. These are my guests. And today I will be giving a speech entitled Love Under the Lights. These are my note cards. The first one has 35 words. The second one has 35 words. The third has 33. And the last one has 32 words. So picture this. It's August in Florida in the summer heat. The bass is shaking and there's a sea of people covered in glitter. I went to my first music festival, Breakaway Tampa, and expected music. However, I met someone who changed everything. While I was sweating through my makeup and dancing the night away, I had met Matthew. I went to a crowded music festival and somehow turned it into a real-life rom-com. Due to the festival, that's how we met. And I'm going to be telling you about how we met, what made it so different, and the festival being a core part in our love story. Nothing screams romance like being alone in a crowd full of bass heads. I decided on Friday to go to Breakaway with only one friend. This friend was part of a bigger group, however, I did not know anyone else. So on the first day, I lost my one friend and ended up having to find someone else to be around. Being my first festival, I had no clue what to do. So I went up to someone and I asked them if I could hang out with them. And that person happened to be Matthew. I came up and I was like, hello, my name is Mackenzie Kelly and I'm going to be hanging out with you. It was less of a pickup line and more of a desperate call for help. So the universe said, if she lost one friend, let's give her a bunch. And day one was amazing and it was a very, very good time. However, the real spark hit day two. At the beginning of day two, I arrived, this time without my friend, expecting to see Matthew. We exchanged info when we first saw each other, and then 2 hours after dancing, we split up and I found other friends. It's very common in festivals to meet up with many, many people. So after the festival, I texted him and we hung out after. He came over and we stayed up all night watching the show being Midnight Gospel. But we stayed up getting to know each other and just being young and in love. So during Zed was the first time that I looked at him and I was like, wait, why does this feel like I've known you forever? And that's what made it so easy to continue talking. After the festival ended, we didn't just go our separate ways. We went a straight week of hanging out afterwards. And this wasn't just a weekend thing. It was just us. And then June 7th, our next festival came around, called Forbidden Kingdom in Orlando. And on the night before, during our prep, he asked me out. This makes music festivals a key point in our relationship as it's where we met and where we first started dating. And now 10 months later, through all the different festivals and all the dancing and all the stress, we now have just gotten our first apartment together. Festivals have become more than just the lights and the music for me. It's how I met my boyfriend, how I fell in love, and I plan to always keep them in my life. From a lost friend to a new life story, sometimes love doesn't show up when you're ready and glowing, but sweaty, confused, and muddy. I was not expecting to meet anyone at Breakaway. I went there with the pure intention of having fun. And what makes it so special is Matthew did as well. And that's why we connected like we did. Even though I came to that festival for the lights and the music, I left even with something even better, a person who made festivals feel like a home.